Hey, what's going on, little dragons? How are you feeling today? If you're feeling good, please do let your little dragon know down in the comments below. Drop a like on this video, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to punch that subscribe button as it will help your little dragon out so very much. Got a new outfit today. Boom. Haha. Hope you like it, man. Hope you like it. Now, today, we're going to be checking out a subscriber request. Someone requested for me to do a reaction to this. This is a HBO behind the scenes documentary of the movie Firestarter from 1984. I reacted to a scene from Firestarter, man. I reacted to that scene when the girl... So I haven't actually seen the movie, but I know that it's about some girl that has this power to start fires, and you know, nothing can stop her, you know, these guys. And then there's some sort of tragic that happened before regarding her father, regarding her parents. So yeah, so that the anger built inside of her that causes her to go and destroy everything and all the people, and they're trying to stop her. So it's one of those films, you know, one of those like mass disaster film movies. And yeah, you know, I mean, for the time it was made, it was pretty impressive. You know, I was kind of impressed with the scenes, the way that it was shot, even the angles, the dedication. And now we're about to see the behind the scenes, you know. For those of you who don't know me, I'm actually an actor. I act in like short films and stuff, and even me, like, I feel like the short films that I've worked in, the way these, you know, production crew, the light man, the sound engineers, the director, how they make the set, you know, how they do to take one little scene, you know, like a 15-second scene of me. I see how hard they work. So to make a big movie, I can only imagine how much. Actually, I've worked in a movie. I worked as an extra in a movie, in a full movie called Color Room. It was like a period film. So I got to see it, like how a set was run and how hard it was for them to actually make it, and how the final cut, you know, turned out and stuff. It was interesting. And this is like this time and age. So imagine like back in the 1980s. I mean, right now we have a lot of technology, you know, they can make a scene fairly easily. It might even take a few hours to make a scene, but back then it probably takes days just to get like one scene the way they want to. So that's why I'm kind of excited to see. I don't think I've seen a behind the scenes of a film like that old. I think the oldest movie that I've probably seen the behind the scenes of was the first Harry Potter movie. That came out, what, 2001? So this is a long time before that. So I want to see how it turned out, man. I want to see like what kind of technologies they had back then regarding movies. One thing I have to say is, so many people work in a film, but only the actors and the director, they're the ones that take credit for the final product, the film and stuff. But really, so many of these people work in a film, you know, the cameraman, the sound engineer, all those people work so hard to make, just to get that one shot, and now to do the whole movie and to put it together. And the editors, that's probably the hardest job in the world, man. That's one of the hardest jobs ever. So hats off to them. I just want to take this time just to think about them. They're always in my heart. They're working so hard to make the actors' dreams come true, to bring these movies for us to enjoy. You know, it's all of their hard work, man. So hats off to them all. So yes, we're about to see it. We're about to sit down and check this out. I'm very much excited. Hope you guys as well. So yes, what are we waiting for, man? Let's sit down and let's check this one out, man. Hey, all right, now. Boom. Let's go. So excited for this one, man. There's all the light guys. HBO behind the scenes.
The latest Stephen King novel to be adapted for the big screen is Firestarter. It is a story about a girl, Charlie McGee, with the amazing ability to start fires with her mind.
I've seen that.
When she first read the book in 1980, she knew the role was for her.
My mom was in the kitchen making dinner, and I came in and I went, I'm a Firestarter, I'm Charlie McGee.
You want to throw us here?
Wow.
Oh, look, Daddy. That Johnny took care of my mom.
No. A descendant of the famous Barrymore family, Drew has been acting since the age of 11 months. But her real break came when Steven Spielberg asked her to be in a film he was making. It was called E.T.
Oh, she's in E.T.
Firestarter requires
Forgot
her
about
to add a
ET.
new dimension to her ability, according to producer Frank Capra Jr.
We'd seen her in the other pictures, especially T, and we wondered if she was really too sweet. Because deep down in, this little girl is carrying this power.
Whoa.
You sway back and forth, Drew. Sway back a little more. You're about to fall down, Drew. And boom, the car goes.
That's hard to get because they can't. It's like a one-time thing. So to get those explosions, it's like a one-time thing. So you have to get it right first time, or else, it's going to be hard to get that scene again. I'm sure there's loads of times where they have messed up, so they had to do it again and again, and they probably have to do it on a different day. But yeah, the budget, the amount of money that goes into it, it's insane.
To realize that Drew is being asked to take on more responsibility than ever before.
This picture she really had to carry because she's in every scene in the movie.
Yeah.
And I knew it was a difficult job.
For a kid,
But she's come through great.
Although Firestarter is not a horror movie, the filming did require many dangerous and frightening stunts.
When you're first looking at the guy and he's gonna blow up or something, then it's scary, the first part. But then when he does it, it's not scary, because you know he's gonna be okay.
That's obviously not scary for you. You're not the one running in fire.
The stunts, the burns, and so forth, it's all a major part of the story.
Jeff Jarvis, along with special effects coordinator Mike Wood, is responsible for creating and controlling the fire and explosions.
Wow. Dang.
Bringing Firestarter to life requires that the stuntmen perform the most dangerous stunt of all, the full body burn, over and over. Fortunately, they have the right crew.
Rest in peace to all the stuntmen that have died making movies. One of the biggest, it's one of those unforgotten careers that people get into, that we don't take the time to cherish and think about these people, but they do it for our entertainment. Wow.
It was on the show, Mike Johnson. I think he'd rather do burns than anything else. Well, look back to the camera, extend your hand like you're looking for help.
Today, Mike will go up in flames wearing a newly developed fire suit that is much thinner than previous suits, giving him a more realistic look.
Don't check your bottle there.
Mike has only 90 seconds to do the full burn once his air supply
Very
is
limited
on.
time.
Ironically, he is in as much danger of suffocating inside his safety suit as he is of getting burned. He also wears a mask to simulate the face of the actor he is doubling for, Drew Snyder.
He has my face on his face over a piece of asbestos, and the whole thing ignites and meltdown.
You know why they do that?
I'm glad there's another.
You know why they use stuntmen instead of the other actors, even if the stunts are actually fairly simple, is because if the stuntman dies, they can easily replace the stuntman, but if the actor dies, there is no replacement.
It looks like we're on the set.
I know this because one of my friends who's an actor, he wanted to do a stunt and they didn't let him.
Go to and die right there in the spot. But sometimes the fire is in front of your eyes, so you have to wiggle your head like this, which makes the fire shoot back and forth, and sometimes you can pick up your...
But me, if I was ever doing stunts, I want to do it. I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be like interesting to see how these people do this. Like I want to try it myself.
That makes everything work. Glenn Randall, stunt coordinator on Firestarter, is one of the most experienced in the business, with titles like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Return of the Jedi to his name. But on this film, he is trying new combinations of stunts.
It was actually a stunt film that stunt scene that I was actually going to work in. I'll tell you at the end.
In my mind, this is the first time that we've ever attempted putting the two together, so it should be an interesting result.
The problem with fire stuff is once you feel the pain, it's too late. You're burned.
George Fisher is another veteran of fire films, having worked on The Towering Inferno. In this scene, he's wearing a mask to double for George C. Scott's character. He's modest about his role in bringing the effect to the screen.
You're just a passenger. You say a little prayer and you depend on your buddies.
Wow. How many times?
Charlie loses control of her temper, she unleashes her awesome power on everything around her. Rather than rely on the magic of the film lab, the effects crew has built a full-size mansion that will set on fire.
Oh, I said this right.
Debris outward as the house explodes. Meanwhile, Mike Johnson will be standing on the balcony on fire.
You'll torch him, get the hell out of there.
What? Come on. Yeah. That's insane.
Amazingly, Mike is unhurt. Testimony to the abilities of the special effects experts and the stunt crew.
I thought that Firestarter was a more movable book than some of the others.
You wrote the book, right?
Worrying a lot about somebody getting hurt, somebody burning up.
Not an unrealistic concern, considering the importance of fire in bringing the film to the screen. But in the entire 67-day shooting schedule, nobody was seriously injured. Steven is modest about his abilities, preferring not to label his novels as fantasy or horror.
Honestly speaking, I would trust these stunt coordinators. They've done it for so long.
Go upstairs and make stuff up.
Whatever you call them, Stephen King will be chilling our backbones for years to come.
What?
Reset.
That's the end. Oh, that was cool, man. Bro, I want to share something. So, okay, we'll talk about this first. We'll talk about what we just seen. These guys, that mansion, I had that feeling, man, with the mansion. I knew it. I was like, look at how much money they're actually putting in just to blow it up, you know. So about that mansion, man, they go into, was it, how much, I want to see the budget, you know, how much they've actually spent to make and to destroy them. And the cars they had to destroy, and, you know, it's just movies, man. But I guess it is worth it. I guess it does, you know, pay back, or at the end, I guess it does add up, because it's worldwide, you know, these movies, especially Hollywood, is like worldwide. In other countries, you know, movies that just stay around their region or stay around their country, they put so much effort into making. So I can only imagine, like, when a film's gonna go worldwide, they will do the same, which was crazy, man. When I was working in a film, I was an extra in a film that was shot here. It was a period film. We had to close all the roads. We had to get the police and stop the roads. We were actually shooting in a city council building. So city council buildings, that was all closed, and they had to put the fences and the gates all around us, and they had to stop the people from coming in, and everybody was just out there watching. So imagine this. I think there will be, like, all the guys that were living around would be around there. They would have had to stop them from watching, and they're watching the whole thing explode and watch all these things happen, like right in front of their eyes. Cool, man. That was amazing. What I want to say was, is there anything else I want to say about the movie? And then I'll tell you something about me. I think that's it. Just all the stunt, man. Me, there was a film that I was going to work in that at the end it didn't get to happen. I was supposed to be I was an actor in the film, but then they wanted me to be on top of a tree, like 160 feet above the ground. And I was actually going to work with the stuntmen. They were going to put, like, things around my waist and hold me up using these, like, cables and stuff to keep me. And I'm supposed to just walk across the trees, you know, like scale them across. So there's going to be people above me apparently, and they just wanted to get this shot of me, like, with the camera, like, where it pans above the trees. I don't know how it would have looked, but I can just, thinking about it is really cool, you know, how that shot would have been. And they told me, you know, we're going to probably shoot this all night, so you need to be ready, you know. You probably wouldn't be able to get enough sleep and stuff. It didn't happen. I think it might have been cool if it happened. It didn't happen for other reasons, but that would have been cool, you know, when they narrated that scene to me. That was going to be cool. And I was thinking I was going to go get a chance to talk to the stunt coordinator, the stunt directors, and ask them, you know, how do I, you know, where can I go and train all these stunts? Because I've seen something quite a few years ago, you know, where they teach you, there's like a camping thing that you have to do. They teach you about stunts. I think it's like a 2-week course that you have to do, and you have to get the certificate, and they teach you everything, you know, the fire, like this fire stuff, all the safety, or the car crashes, bike stunts. So there's so much that they actually teach you, and I was looking forward to working with them and speaking to the stunt coordinator and seeing like where I can go and learn all this stuff, because it'll be great on my resume, and it will be great for me to try a few stunts. Maybe one day I will. Maybe one day I will. I could still do some stunts, but like on a small level, not something like this big, because I think you do have to go and get that certificate in order to do these ones. But to get this, I think some small stunts I could probably do. I want to do. I want to see them. I want to make them let me. Hopefully they let me do the stunt. But yeah, I know it does kind of scare me, but that's the reason I want to do it, because I want that flavor. I want to feel and see what that is like for me. What it is actually like to do something, to be burned in fire, like and to jump out of a plane. Oh my god, the things they do, jump out of a plane. They do die, they do break their bones and stuff, but they're still around. Stuntmen, they're still around. They're still around to do more and more work. And in the future, they're going to be around forever. As long as movies are around, as long as we are watching movies, these stunt guys are going to carry on doing this, risking their lives for our entertainment, man. So again, hats off to all of them. Yeah, especially back then, it would have been even harder. So I'm just thinking about their families. These stunt guys, I'm thinking about their families and stuff, their kids, their wives and kids. They're probably thinking, imagine how they will feel like when he's leaving the house, saying, look, I probably won't even come back. Something disastrous can happen. So I don't think, definitely my family won't allow me to go ahead and do all these like super crazy stunts or be a stuntman. Maybe one or two. I'll try one or two, just because we need to, do something that's a little bit risky. I just want to try it, just once in my life. It's there. I just want to try it once, but we'll see. Is it worth going towards death for? Probably is. I mean, we only live once, so to live is to risk it all. That's what they say. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, if I do something like that, I will tell you guys and I'll bring it here. But films, stunts, I have great respect for them. They're the reason we can see the films. We can see in this, like, actors, they do only a small amount of work. But the director they have to be alert, like, all the time. A lot of times actors do just sit down and just watch things happen. Speaking from experience, I'm not saying all actors are like that. I'm just speaking from my own experience. When I was working in film, I basically just got to see like the makeup artist working. So there's a film I was working in. The makeup, it was just a nice view to watch. I even got a little clip of it on my Instagram. Go check out my Instagram, link in the description. I put a lot of my behind the scenes. It was just a nice scene to watch. So the production guys that were making the room, the light guys that were doing the lights. The hero of the film, the main character, he was looking at a scene paper and he was talking to one of the assistant directors. The director was also a cameraman. He was getting the camera ready, and they'll have those little rails that he was moving the camera up and down, and he was adjusting the lens and stuff. Then there was the female lead, the heroine. She was sitting down on the floor, and there was a makeup artist doing her makeup, and it was just a nice scene to watch. And they were getting the smoke in the room, and it was just a beautiful moment to watch. So that was worth it. I was an actor in the film, but it was one of those scenes that I wasn't actually in, so I was just sitting there and watching it all happen. Man, movies, films, I'm just a big fan of the process as well as the final product as well. So yeah, hopefully we get more projects out and you guys get to see it. But yeah, this was so good, man. Firestarter. Probably need to check out the movie, so soon I'll check out the movie. Actually, I'm going to check it out today. I'll check it out today. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and watch the movie. So by the time you're seeing this reaction, I would have watched the movie, man. Very much excited to see this film. Seems kind of cool. I didn't know that was the girl from E.T. I haven't seen E.T. in a long time, so I need to check out E.T. as well. There's a lot of films I need to check out, man. I'm slacking. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, but I hope you guys are well, hope you guys are safe. If there's anything you want me to react to, let me know down in the comments below. and I will definitely check it out, man. I love you all. You're all amazing. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share this with your friends. Don't forget to share this with your family. And don't forget to punch that subscribe button. And don't forget to drop a like, as it will help your little dragon out so very much. Love you all. You're amazing. You're awesome, man. Stay home, stay safe, stay blessed. Stay awesome, my little dragons. And I will definitely see you all in the next video.